Now let us discuss some of the themes that are presented in this poem, A Letter for Home. The very first theme, and that is the most important theme here in this poem, is the presentation of nostalgia. No matter where one lived, even if one has lived in that place for all one's life, yet one would go back to the past, to the lost memories, lost opportunities, lost moments and lost love, etc. Because past is a comfort zone we retire to ever so often. Here, Himani Banerjee has presented the theme of nostalgia. She presents a longing for the past life. Here we find a presentation of human existential condition, which is a situation where a person while living in the present keeps on thinking about the past. As I said, past comes to us in the form of a comfort zone and we retire to ever so often. The poet recalls her past memories. She talks about all those past opportunities, past lives and the moments, and she does not want to let go of all those past memories. That's why she has brought all those memories safely in that earthen jar. The next theme that we come across here in this poem is alienation. She presents the feeling of alienation in this poem. It is a situation where most of the immigrants are, and they have been since the starting of migration. These immigrants long for their motherland, they want to go back, and at the same time they do not want to leave this new place where they are presently. And this is the situation where they feel alienated from the majority of the people, like they feel alienated from the people of the host country, the natives. And they also feel as if this is the land which has not accepted them. And at the same time, there is this feeling that they would never be able to fully assimilate into this new culture. This is the feeling that is called alienation, which is presented in Himani Banerjee's poem, as the same feeling has been presented by many of the migrant writers, many of the diasporic writers and poets in their works. The next theme that Himani Banerjee presents here is identity and belonging. Diaspora literature often presents the situation of shifting designation of home. So, the situation of shifting designation of home. This is a situation which most of the diasporic literature presents. The diaspora writers, they love talking about this situation. They present it in their writing in different forms. They choose different themes to create this kind of situation in their writings. It is a situation where they pose this question, where is the home? Is it the present place where the person, where this immigrant is living? Or is it the past place which the person has left behind? Where is the home? They present these two situations in their literature, be it prose or poetry, and then they create a theme of identity and belonging. And this situation is known as shifting designation of home, where they ask that reader to decide which is the real home for these diasporic people. Is it the present place or the past place? And the question is not only for the readers, but also the same question the protagonist and other characters of these diasporic writings keep on facing, and they keep on looking for the answer to this question. Let us move towards the other section. So, in this poem, Himani Banerjee has very aptly presented two specific diasporic elements. These are emotional expression and reminiscence and memory. She conveys deep emotions and a strong desire to go back to the past life. However, she also presents that it is a situation which is not possible to materialize, and she reflects her longing and attachment to her roots. She presents her strong desire to go back to her roots, but at the same time she also creates the scenario where this desire remains unfulfilled. Here Himani Banerjee has presented complex view of double vision that every immigrant community feels. Every immigrant community experiences that complex view of double vision. Complex view of double vision, where the person keeps looking forward, at the same time this person also looks back. This is a double vision where most of the immigrants are. Most of the immigrant communities they experience this double vision, because they keep on looking back, they keep on thinking about their past life, they keep on remembering their good old days, and at the same time they keep on looking forward, they keep on thinking about the present life, they keep on struggling hard to assimilate into the new culture, to become an integral part of this new society, and they also put in all their efforts to create a good future. This is a sort of a double vision which we find in most of the diasporic writings, and it is a situation which is experienced by most of the diasporic communities. Next element that Himani Banerjee has presented here is reminiscence and memory. She remembers all her old good memories. She recalls everything, because these are the memories that give her strength, that give her some comfort, some solace. As I said, past is always a comfort zone which we retire to ever so often. So here past gives her a kind of comfort and solace. This memory of the past life allows her to face the struggles of her present life. So in a way, she gets her strength from her past life. So here we see that Himani Banerjee is presenting an anxious sense of dislocation also. Anxious sense of dislocation. It's a kind of situation which is related with the remembering of the past life, because in this condition the immigrant remains anxious throughout the process. The person does not want to forget the past life, does not want to detach from his or her motherland. At the same time, the person wants to mingle in this new culture, wants to become an integral part of this new culture. The person wants to get accepted by these natives. So this is a situation which keeps this immigrant anxious all the time. So it is referred to as anxious sense of dislocation. Now let us discuss some of the symbols that are presented in this poem. Here we have three major symbols that are hair, ash and soil. Let us begin with the symbol of soil. Soil, that is earth, that is home. It symbolizes a feeling of nostalgia, it symbolizes a feeling of connection, it symbolizes a feeling of being rooted. And then the symbol of ash, it talks about all the insults, it talks about all the hardships and struggles that the immigrants face in a new land. Then there is this symbol of hair, hair which symbolizes that specific situation where an immigrant is and the immigrant's efforts. It also symbolizes an immigrant's efforts to cope up with that situation, to face that situation. It is a kind of a struggle. The untied hair talk about the struggle of that immigrant. Now we also have the symbol of fire. Fire symbolizes constant connection. Fire also symbolizes energy. So this fire, where she sees different shapes, it gives her a sort of a connection with her motherland, as well as she feels energy from that fire. Energy which is a result of her link, her affection, her love for her motherland. That's all for today's lecture. We will connect again in some other classes. Thank you so much.